Hey guys, Squiggles here. Thanks for joining me for another cast. This one again is going to feature Liquid Sheth because it is Sheth week versus SelecT. Now we started off the week with a Sheth versus SelecT match, and this is going to be another match from their finals set. So this one's going to be on Metalopolis. You can see that they are spawning on the farthest away positions you can possibly spawn on at the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Now this version of Metalopolis does have these little supply depots at the bottom, so no kind of walling off going to happen there. Not that that really ever happens anymore with Terran versus Zerg, but just in case, it's not going to happen this time. Looks like SelecT is going to throw down his supply depot at the wall, like you do when you play against any kind of Zerg player. This Overlord is going to be seeing very soon that there is not, in fact, any kind of building there. So he's going to be like, oh, he's not spawning there, and since I don't actually believe you can spawn here, he's gonna know where he's spawning. This game actually has 4 starting locations, but based on your spawn position, it eliminates one right away because they don't let you spawn close ground because they found out that it's actually closer distances than the Steps of War, which for any of you guys who remember that map was hop, skip, and a jump, and actually it was just a hop and you're at your opponent's base. So trying to make the game a little bit more macro, not quite so all-in-ish, cheesy-ish type thing. So that's what's going on there. Now it looks like Sheth not going to be getting any kind of spawning pool, going to be going straight for the hatchery. Meanwhile, we have the barracks about 60% of the way done for SelecT. Going to be sending out his SCV about the time the hatchery actually goes down. So Sheth looking to be in pretty good shape here. Just going to be continuing to drone, and as he gets close to that 200 minerals, be throwing down that spawning pool. Actually, I don't know if he's going to get gas or spawning pool. He could get gas. Nope, going to be spawning pool first. All right, cool. Just checking. I do like spawning pool first. Pretty good. SelecT's going to be scouting and going to be like, oh, you already have your hatchery up. I see that. I see. And also looks like SelecT has one of his gases, so this drone may opt to steal this gas geyser just to keep him alive and to be annoying and get some extra scouting out. But yep, there we go. But it's not actually going to slow down SelecT's plans too terribly much, I don't think, because he already has that one gas geyser. He already has his barracks marines being pumped out. Orbital command is done. And we're now just waiting on this hatchery and this spawning pool to finish. You can see drones going on the extractor right when it finishes. This SCV is actually still alive, and he's going to just be walking around. He can see the timing on the spawning pool, and as the spawning pool gets close to finishing, he's going to poke around. He sees the timing on this hatchery as well, and he may try to come in here for one little more peek, but as you can see, there are 2 Zerglings on the way right now, and oh, look at that little stutter step getting a little bit of damage on the hatchery, which will be repaired up by the auto regen that the Zerg buildings have, because they are biological buildings. And SelecT's going to be running without that SCV, keeping it alive. Got about all the information he could possibly get. Yep, there come the Zerglings, and with that, he's going to just go ahead and go back to his base and chillax a little bit. Meanwhile, it looks like SelecT's going to be going for some reactored Hellions to open it up. Going to be putting some pressure on. He saw there was a early expand by Sheth, and he just wants to put on a little pressure. And what better way to do that than with Hellions, because they burn drones so bad, and that's really all you're going to have early in the game is drones. So they are a good counter to drones, or at least that's what I heard. Meanwhile, it looks like he's going to be expanding behind this, adding on a tech lab on his barracks, so it could be going for a quick stim or anything like that. We're going to have to wait and see. It looks like that drone was killed off. Still has not taken his second gas yet, so just going to be focusing on minerals for the time being. And here come out these Hellions, going to be seeing if they can get any roasty-toasty drone action going on here. There are a couple of queens at the bottom of the ramp, Spinecrawler going down as well, and a couple of creep tumors going down because Sheth loves spreading his creep apparently. Already has 2 creep tumors down. Wow, that's quite good. Quite good. Another Spinecrawler going down. So, yeah, Sheth not going to be taking any chances here as he did scout these Hellions. And the Hellions is going to be taking control of the 2 Zelnanga watchtowers. You can see a couple more Hellions are on the way. And there is a starport somewhere that's on the way as well. There we go. Meanwhile, this Overlord with optimal timing going to be suiciding his way into the Terran base and just being like, oh, I see what you're doing, you sly devil. And he's going to be like, well, I hope you like it because I'm going to kill you with my Marines. Meanwhile, over here, as I'm talking about random Marine stuff, we have the Hellions going in to try and do as much damage as they possibly can. I need to stop using that saying, I really do, because you never say, okay, guys, here's the plan. I want you to run into the base, get in a good position, and do 70% of the damage of what you could do. Just try for 70 this time. So it doesn't make any sense. Obviously, like these Zerglings, they are going to try to bust up this ramp. They're going to see they can't, they're going to pull back. But if there was damage to be done, they would have done it. Meanwhile, these Hellions going to be just chilling around. Looks like they may be waiting for the Infernal Pre-Igniter, the blue flame, or they may just be waiting to kill the wolf statue. I don't know. Either or, depend. I mean, they're both good builds, right? They're both optimal. Yeah, yes indeed. So it looks like these Zerglings by Sheth going to be just going around getting some map control going on. Lair almost done for Sheth as well. Looks like he has all 4 gases already. Also has the Evo chamber up, getting a quick +1. So what kind of tech is he going to go into? He's going to go into double evolution chamber. So really wants to get those upgrades going. Speed, of course, is done. And these Hellions with Blue Flame, yes, Blue Flame is done. So they're just waiting on a couple more of their brothers, I think, to go ahead and zip out. And there they are right there. So, ooh, look at this. It's going to be a Marine and a Hellion push. And these Marine Hellion pushes we saw at MLG were just really, really good. Oh, Blue Flame has been scouted. Little Zergling, although that was very painful looking. Barbecued Zergling bits for lunch. It was totally worth it because now Liquid Sheth knows exactly what tech route SelecT has gone. And look at this. He's going to see this dropship come in, and he's going to be like, oh, look, Marines, great. Meanwhile, and this is why it's so bad, is because if you try to surround with Zerglings right here, 1, you can't get a good surround. And 2, these Hellions that were on the low ground will just toasty roasty all your guys. So here we come. We're going to see a whole bunch of, and the Zerglings going to be trying to get a good surround. Actually, a pretty good surround going by the Zerglings, but they are lining up quite nicely for these Hellions. Nice little micro going on by SelecT, but it looks like Sheth just had too much stuff, even losing the medevac. It was not a dropship, by the way. It was a medevac. And looks like these Hellions trying to get got a couple more drones. So how many drones did he kill with that? Looks like he managed to kill 6 workers. Not sure if it was worth it, but at least he forced some actual fighting units out of the Zerg player. Meanwhile, he also has expansion down during that time. Siege mode is down on his siege tank, getting a bunker, getting a couple more supply depots just to make it a little bit harder to get run by. And Marine's going to be chilling on guard as the second siege tank tries to get in position. And he really needs these siege tanks here to prevent any kind of crazy damage these Lings can do. No! One very good siege tank shot, and these Lings are going to back up to a safer location. So that is one of my friends talking to me. Going to go ahead and boop. There we go on the busy. That's my fault. I apologize. And yes, I can say YouTube. I don't know what that means. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. Thank you, Andrew. Now, it looks like there is an infestation pit going down, and these pathogen glands are going to finish before these infestors pop out. Going to check units tab really quick. Yes, no infestors are down. So, good timing there. And look at this. Sheth taking the gold. Oh, baby. So, if Sheth is able to hold on to this gold for any amount of time, he's going to get way ahead in economy. And I'm not sure what SelecT is going to do about it. I mean, you can see supply-wise, SelecT actually ahead a little bit, and he has this little Marine Marauder force, which is oh so good, oh so deadly. Looks like he may be thinking about dropping with these guys. Not entirely sure. Nice placement on that missile turret, by the way. And Sheth's going to be double expanding now. As he takes the gold, going to be taking his 3rd as well, or the expansion that would be in his 3rd position. And look at this spread. Look at the blue all over the map. That's crazy, actually. He has literally Zerglings and Overlords everywhere. He can spot pretty much everywhere on the map. That's awesome. So here comes the drop. Gets spotted instantly. Gonna veer over here to where there's a Zergling patrolling. Wow, just so good. And here comes a whole bunch of Lings. Gonna clean up these Marines. Oh, looks like gets out of there pretty much intact. Got to be a little bit careful, though. There's this SCV, and he's like, I have no idea how I'm going to get home. There is just Lings everywhere. I'm going to go hide behind the statue, which I do not think is that bad of an idea, actually, considering I can see the map spread. And Zerg units be everywhere. Wow, it's just blue, blue, blue. Yellow, being a little bit of a chicken here. Ha ha ha, because yellow's chick. No, too early, too soon? Okay. So it looks like SelecT may move out here. Looks like he has 3 siege tanks and a ton of Marines, even getting a Viking, a couple of medevacs as well. But here come these infestors, and they get off some good fungals. Oh, that was a money fungal going down, getting the 2nd fungal as well. So many Marines being killed off there. Wow. Wow, those infestors absolutely paying for themselves. Only loses one infestor too, by the way, and he may actually even lose his siege tank. No, manages to save the siege tank. This command center wanting to go to the middle, but there's a problem. There is like 4 infestors. One of them actually still has energy too, and a bunch of lings. Looks like they are going to pull off. Just a couple lings going to be staying there, but 2 of them are burrowed. Oh, Sheth, burrowing zerglings. All right, well, here we have a Viking coming over here. Going to see if he can do any kind of damage, maybe snipe off some overlords and stuff. But as we can see, there's really not a lot over here right now. And it looks like SelecT's going to be... Did he actually get everybody? No, he did not. He's going to have to scan again, scanning, killing off those 2 zerglings. Now the command center is going to drop. I expect a planetary to go up, but I'm not entirely sure. And now SelecT is really going to have to hold on to this position because he needs it. But, I mean, Sheth is already up a base, and he is just marshaling forces. You can see he's about 20 supply ahead. Not the biggest of deals because with siege tanks and stuff, Terran can just be so cost effective. Siege tanks and Marines. Looks like combat shields just about to finish on these Marines too. But SelecT really needs to maybe fortify it a little bit more. And look at this. Looks like Sheth, I can see on the minimap, is just going to swing around to the right side of the map now and maybe push up. Could do some damage up here on the right side. Looks like this planetary just now getting started will not finish in time if an attack comes right now. And here comes the Zerglings kind of getting split. Going to be running in here. Nice job there. Sniping off 1 tank, sniping off 2 tanks. And now look at these oh man, such good infestor play. Going to kill all of these SCVs off with some great fungals. Poor SCVs never knew it hit them. These siege tanks do manage to clean it up, but SelecT's supply, there we go, taking quite a big beating, as it looks like even some infested Terrans popping out just to add insult to injury. The planetary fortress is done, so he's going to be able to clean that up. Meanwhile, it looks like SelecT is going to be counterattacking, grabbing this Zelnaga watchtower as well as this low ground. Nice little positioning here. And, oh, but look at that money fungals again. These infestors have been so good. Even neural parasiting one of the tanks so he can siege mode the other tank. And looks like 1 tank, both tanks going down. Now Liquid Sheth with a 142 versus 99 lead over SelecT as SelecT tries desperately to hold on here. You can see this planetary fortress up to 17 kills already, not too shabby at all. Tons of reinforcements coming up from SelecT, even stemming back at his natural to get up in the fight, but there are just so many Zerglings and infestors running up, losing some infestors to siege tank fire, but these infestors going to get some great money fungals down again, and a lot of these Marines are going to go down. Looks like SelecT will hold here for the time being. Yes. Okay, he will hold here for the time being. Now going to be stemming and running up here, but just a few Marines. Got to be careful not to actually kill your own Marines with those siege tanks, but looks like he's doing a pretty good job. Going to get some free Overlord snipes here, but look at the supply. 103 versus 147. It looks like Sheth is in a good spot, even taking a 5th during that whole thing, so he maintains control of his gold, but so does SelecT. But I mean, Sheth now getting about 2 bases ahead. Got to be a little bit careful of that. It looks like he's going to be dropping over here, but we have Ultralisks out. Oh baby, there are Ultralisks. So we have Ling, Infestor, Ultra, and here we go. And you know what? These siege tanks not going to do that much against Ultras actually. And here they go. Oh, nice little pickup by SelecT. Going to be running over here and seeing if he can defend. Here comes the drop, by the way. Going to be maybe forcing the cancel, but I kind of doubt it, as it looks like a ton of Zerglings and other assorted units, mainly, you know, elephants, a.k.a. Ultralisks, are going to come in here and totally shut that down. The infestors not even going to waste the energy. They're just going to go back and try to counter push again. I mean, SelecT is at 120 supply right now versus the 173 of Sheth, as Sheth just marshals this huge force. You can see more additional reinforcements. So many Zerglings and other Ultralisks, more infestors as well, more upgrades coming out. Looks like +3 weapons and +3 armor going down for the melee of the Zerg player, and there's just so much stuff coming in from Liquid Sheth right now. This could be it, as he just absolutely rolls through SelecT's forces. Nice fungals going down, and here comes some infested Terrans as well, and that is going to be the GG as Liquid Sheth absolutely rolls over SelecT in this map. There was a decent amount of early aggression by SelecT, but Sheth was just able to shut it down with such great lane control and with some queens, and then just exploded across the map. I mean, you can look at the mini-map. Also, I want to say that the scouting and the map control of Sheth was absolutely crazy this game. I said it earlier, but he had lings and overlords literally everywhere on the map. There was nowhere that SelecT could go where he could drop without being spotted, and we saw that a couple of times. He tried to drop and just couldn't get it done. I mean, this was the most successful drop he had the whole time, and he killed, like, I don't know. Did he kill anything? Yeah, he killed a unit. That guy has 5, never mind. He killed 6 drones. So, I mean, It's kind of good, but just not good enough, especially when you have Ultralisks up here. Look at this, 3-3 upgrades. And what are the upgrades of the Terran player? I forgot to check. I apologize for that. Let's see what he has. He has 1-1. So, yeah, we have 3-3 Ultras and Lings versus 1-1 Marines. That is not going to cut it. And that is the game. Thank you all for watching. Please tune in on Saturday starting at 9 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to be casting with FXO, their King of the Hill tournament on the European server, so tune in for that. Again, that is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And immediately following that, it's going to be 4 or 5 hours that I'm going to be casting that. As soon as that's over, we're going to hop on over to my channel, which is twitch.tv/SquiggleStarcraft, where we're going to have our subscriber Saturday. Oh, baby, baby. I'm so happy. I can't wait. Going to be gaming up some games with you guys. It'll be awesome. All right, guys. That's all from me. I'm out.